Sunnies, and welcome back to the Sunny Clubhouse today on the show that's on in the afternoon, also known as...
I'm never eating another king cake with the baby in it as long as I live.
Afternoon Delight. Yeah.
Thank God you finally got the baby because it was a good cake, but...
It was a great cake, but it definitely needs to be served at a party and not between two people. But yes, thank you, Colleen from Spice and Tea Exchange, for that incredible cake. And I still have the little baby.
Scary looking.
Yeah, Jesus.
You know what, though? As small as it is, I thought it'd be bigger.
I think that's what a lot of people say when they go on a date with me. Yeah, that's so nice.
I could have swallowed that baby.
I'm going to let it go. Let's get over to Pop Culture Thunderdome Quiz. We have Nepo Babies versus Self-Made Icons today. Of course, we have Baby Thunderdome Quiz just in case if you need it. Meme it or leave it. I've got some saucy and sassy ones. Super excited about that. Addie's Reddit Rundown Report. Something about a half-sister and a stepbrother. That's definitely family drama. You love that, though, right?
I do like family drama.
Yeah, that's always a good one for you. Then, of course, we have Is This News? Someone sent over three newsworthy items, and we're going to be the judge and the jury and let you know, is it newsworthy or is it not?
It is. All the news.
And of course, we have Hey Girl, Hey Horoscopes and a brand new, fresh 1979's Horrible Horoscope edition. Those that are normally shouted out on Monday, we're getting you done today. So we're going to be caught up on all of our horoscopes today. So let's get into the minutia. Give me some Pop Culture Thunderdome Quiz music, please.
Thunderdome Quiz. If you don't know the answer,
you
just
have
pick Baby Thunderdome. Not baby cake.
That's messy. All right, let's get into this first question. The theme again, Nepo Babies versus Self-Made Icons. You know what Nepo Baby means?
Yeah, both their parents are famous.
True story. Okay, first one, true or false? Jamie Lee Curtis is considered Hollywood royalty because of her parents were famous actors.
I don't think so. I'm putting false.
Okay. All right, next up, multiple guess. Which superstar is actually the daughter of legend Billy Ray Cyrus? Is it Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga, Kesha, or Pink?
Miley Cyrus, A.
Okay, Baby Thunderdome almost. Next up, true or false? Zendaya comes from a family deep-rooted in Hollywood filmmaking.
I think that's true.
Okay. Next up, Dakota Johnson's grandmother was which classic Hollywood icon? Was it Audrey Hepburn, Tippi Hedren, Jane Fonda, or Grace Kelly?
Who's Dakota Johnson?
50 Shades of Grey.
I still
Melanie Griffith's daughter.
Grace Kelly. I don't know.
Okay. Or do you want to do Baby Thunderdome?
Yeah, give me Baby Thunderdome.
What number would you like?
1.
Baby Thunderdome Quiz, so you have a chance to get something right. 1. Who is the daughter of Beyonce? Is it Blue Ivy?
Yes.
Is it Northwest? Or is it Apple Martin?
Blue Ivy.
Correct. Saved by the Bell. All right, next up, true or false? Taylor Swift's parents were already famous entertainers before her career began.
I don't care about her. Give me Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome Quiz, so you have a chance to get something right.
Yeah.
What number?
2.
Jaden Smith is the son of Will Smith.
True, but why are you giving me all these people I don't like?
Baby Thunderdome Quiz, they don't care about your feelings. Multiple guess. Which actor is the son of Tom Hanks? Is it Austin Butler? Is it Colin Hanks? Is it Glenn Powell? Or is it Miles Teller?
Baby Thunderdome, number 4, please.
Baby Thunderdome Quiz, so you have a chance to get something right.
Yeah.
4. Angelina Jolie's father is John Voight. True or false? Okay, correct. Okay, next up, Jennifer Lawrence had industry connections that helped her land her breakout role. True or false?
True.
Okay, next up, Zoe Kravitz is the daughter of which rock star?
Lenny Kravitz, B.
B, Lenny Kravitz, Dave Grohl, Bono, and Mick Jagger were the other options. Apparently, Melanie did not want anyone to have those options. True or false, Nick Cage.
Ew, another one I can't stand.
You don't like anybody, so who cares? Nicolas Cage changed his last name so people would not immediately connect him to his famous filmmaking family.
Sure, because he thinks he's so great.
All right, and finally, multiple guess. Which of these stars is widely considered self-made? Angelina Jolie, Bryce Dallas Howard, Oprah Winfrey, or Maya Hawke?
Another person I don't really care for, Oprah Winfrey.
C. Okay, I'd be careful saying that out loud. All right, this first question, let me get the answer key. The question was, Jamie Lee Curtis, right?
Yep.
I
said false.
You are wrong.
Damn it.
It is true.
Oh.
Jamie Lee Curtis is the daughter of screen legends Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh.
Oh.
Next up, you are correct with Miley Cyrus. She literally grew up on the set of Hannah Montana. We know that already. Next up on 3, what did you say?
True.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Zendaya's parents were teachers. She worked her way up through theater and Disney without family fame. This one says it trips people hard. Okay. This next one you did what?
Baby Thunderdome.
But what would you say?
I was going to say Grace Kelly.
Wrong.
Jane Fonda.
Wrong.
Tippy.
Yes.
Okay.
Hedren starred in Hitchcock's The Birds. Hollywood Runs Deep. Remember that one when she's in the phone booth and the birds are like attacking
you?
you?
I hate birds.
Scary.
That's why I don't like birds, that movie.
Next up, number 5. What did you do?
I did Baby Thunderdome.
But you would
I would say false.
That would have been correct. Yes. Taylor's parents worked in finance. They supported her dreams, but were not celebrities. This next one surprised you went Baby Thunderdome. What would you have said?
Colin Hanks.
Correct. Colin was built, he's the son of Tom Hanks. He has built a respectable career and only acknowledges the advantages of growing up around the industry. Next up, what did you say?
True.
Wrong.
Oh my God.
Jennifer Lawrence's family owned a construction company. She was discovered at 14 while on vacation in New York City.
Okay.
Next up, you are correct with Lenny Kravitz.
Okay.
Zoe Kravitz. Her mom is the actress Lisa Bonet, making her pop culture royalty on both sides. Honestly, yes. All right, next up.
I said true.
You are correct. Nick Cage is a part of the Coppola dynasty. His real name is Nicholas Coppola.
Yeah, because he...
And finally, you
skip.
are correct on this last one, was Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was born into poverty in Mississippi and became one of the most influential media figures in history. Mel, for an extra bonus point to make up for your losses, spell the
6, 7.
word Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Wrong.
Mississippi.
Right. So you didn't get that extra bonus
No.
point. That's all right. You got a 70.
I got a 70.
C students need love too.
That's right.
C stands for capybara.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild
All
heart
right,
gets to
we
roam.
are going to get into meme it or leave it.
Yes.
This first one. Can Apple stop? No one wants to use the strong ass password.
Yeah, and like I did the update on my phone. I don't need my things to look like glass. I can't see my icons now.
See, exactly. Next up, cartoons led me to believe rakes would be much of a bigger problem in life.
That's true. And remember in school you learned stop, drop, and roll?
Yeah.
I was expecting to be caught on fire more
Times than that. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. Next up, it looks like this dog is having an out-of-body experience.
Aw, that's so cute.
Next up, doctor, what brings you here today? Me. My car. Haha. The doctor writing in the chart, not sexually active.
This is so
I
wrong.
thought that was funny.
Oh my god.
Next up, I'm going to name my kid Xavier, but spell it egg saver.
Yes.
Savior.
Do it. You know people spell all jacked up names.
Next up, kids, I understand that raw dogging to you is slang for just doing something without distractions or preparation, but please understand that's not how it's utilized
Yes.
for everyone over 30,
Oh my
especially not use it in a professional conversations. Please.
The kids at the gym say this. I'm like, stop saying that.
You can't say that word anymore, raw
Stop
dogging.
saying it.
Next
God.
up, why does this stairwell have an ad for stairs in it? It says, you meet the nicest people in the stairway. Take the stairs.
That's so dumb.
It's like marketing for stairs.
Oh my God, stop. Who's not needing stairs? Like, that's the real thing.
Next up, this comes from Rachel. Mate, you want to be seen or not? He's wearing
Make up
camouflage
your
pants.
damn mind.
Right.
But you can only see him from the waist up.
And next one, it's not fair to deny me of the cross-eyed bear that you gave to me.
It's a bear. I love it.
Cross-eyed bear versus
Oh, yes.
cross-eyed bear. All right, finally,
Number
I
10.
think it's unreasonable that people expect me to solve my problems using the same brain that makes me touch a cactus every time I see a cactus.
Yeah.
I always want to touch it.
It's like somebody says, don't touch that. It's hot. So what do you do?
Oh, my God.
Or when they're like, okay, she just walked in. Don't look over there.
I know.
Well, now you tell me don't look there. Where am I going to look? Like, oh, my God. Let's go to Ben and Jerry's.
Let's go to Great Ben and Jerry.
All right, Sonnies, let's be real. Some people chase sunsets, but the rest of us, we chase scoops. And nobody, I mean nobody, serves up good vibes like Ben & Jerry's St. Augustine on St. George Street. Here's the scoop within the scoop. Their catering team is legendary. They roll up cooler first and sprinkle happiness on everything. Weddings, birthdays, block parties, you name it. They don't just serve ice cream, they serve moments you'll never forget. So grab your people, grab your spoons, and head to Ben & Jerry's St. Augustine.
I wonder Ben and Jerry should do like a king ice cream. Like hide the baby in the ice cream.
Oh, my God. Somebody really would choke then.
Kind of maybe. Yeah, maybe that wouldn't be a good idea.
Put it in a hot chocolate.
We'll leave it to the experts. Yeah. All right, let's get into Addie's Reddit rundown report. What do you think the subreddit is?
Or am I the asshole?
Correct. Am I the asshole for not protecting my half sister from my step brother?
Oh, I need more.
Okay. All right. My mom married a dude whose son is 15 years old, has really bad anger and aggression issues. Great. It's so bad that he was expelled from school twice since I met him 5 years ago. He's been taking his meds and going to therapy, which didn't do shit to calm him down. I love the reality there. A few times, neighbors had to call the cops on my stepbrother because they could hear him next door, and they were scared that he might leave the house and start doing shit outside. He never got arrested, but he was placed in a psych hospital 3 times. CPS was involved and a little, but they never did anything from what I saw. Then my mom and her husband and my half-sister 3 years ago. Then my mom and her husband and my half-sister 3 years ago. Her birth made my stepbrother worse. Weird. He's not his dad's bio kid, so that was something that he could never get over, and it bothered him until I was removed from my mom's house. He hated her more than he ever hated me, and he hated me whenever his dad said a single thing to me. I don't even like the dude, and he didn't even take my dad's place, so there was zero reason for him to be jealous, but nonetheless, he was. Eventually, I started calling CPS all the time. I wanted out of my mom's house, and I had grandparents that were willing to take me, but mom said she needed me to be at home, and my half-sister needed me. The only time she ever semi-considered it was when she asked my grandparents if they'd take my half-sister too. They said no, because these are dad's parents and not hers, and mom kept saying no after that as well. CPS didn't do crap for over a year. Every time they came out to the house, they left again and didn't admit things they needed to in the end. It took my stepbrother having a gun for them to remove me. My half-sister was removed temporarily too and placed in foster parents, but my mom and her husband got her back while I stayed at my grandparents. When my mom got my half-sister back, she told me I needed to move back in and protect my half-sister. I told her if she wanted to protect her, she should leave her husband and put her daughter first. Mom told me it was never that simple, and she asked where my instinct to protect my baby sibling was. I told her job and her husband's job to protect my half-sister, not mine. Every time my mom calls, I need to answer and talk to her at least once a week. She brings it up and tells me I shouldn't be able to sleep at night, and I should be more worried about my half-sister. My mom wouldn't send her back into foster care, and she would still let my grandparents take her if they were willing to, but they're not. So she keeps putting it on me. Am I the asshole? The reason I might be is the fact that my half-sister is back there. It doesn't keep me awake at night, and it doesn't, and I don't feel like it's on me to protect her. But I know her parents won't, so maybe I should do more knowing that. Now, before we rush into judgment here, let's remember that we're talking about a teenager asked to be carried an adult-sized responsibility here.
Nope, she's not the asshole. It
I
is
don't think
not
so
her
either.
responsibility to take care of her half-sister. The adults in charge need to take care of the half-sister.
Yeah.
And the brother with the stepbrother, brother, whoever with all this anger management, I will say DCF and Child Protective, they're very overwhelmed, and it's very easy to kind of like snow it over and like cover it up. And when it comes to things like that with mental health, you can file paperwork in court like an ex parte, which basically then the court system decides if it's this or this. But they can take them to a facility, and then they can, within the 72-hour hold, they can be deemed sane and
Right.
be let out.
Yeah.
So
Which they can just continue the cycle.
the cycle just continues.
Right, yeah.
So here's the thing. If you really don't want someone in your house, there's a way to make that happen. They should not be asking the daughter to take care of the other child. It's not
not her
She's
responsibility.
a kid.
Yeah.
Number two, if the stepbrother's causing these issues with the police being called and the neighbors and this and that and the other, how about kick him out?
How about I think
change
it's
your locks?
How about I think it's unfair to assign her the responsibility of protecting the younger
It's
sister?
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. That's the parents' job to do to make
And
sure
they're
that the kids are.
guilt-tripping her now?
Yeah, I didn't like that
How
either.
do you sleep at night?
I
How
mean,
about go F yourself?
at 16 years old, you're still deemed a child.
Well, yeah, even
so
at
how
18,
can you
you're
ask
still a kid.
these giant like responsible things? Like, you know, I really think that the mom is really putting a lot of pressure
Well, and
on
then
this
now
one.
what you've done to your own daughter is you've made the daughter feel like, oh, well, you've picked my half sister over me because you don't really give a shit how I'm doing. You just want me back to protect the sister.
Right. Is self.
And I don't put the grandparents at fault for not wanting to take her.
Well, I'm almost thinking, yeah, I don't blame the grandparents either. Obviously, that's
I understand.
more things on there, but I just think that like I don't think that I think her self-preservation is not selfish. Like she's definitely saying I am
You can't protect
thriving
the kid from the other kid.
in
right?
an environment right now where it's safe and I'm doing better than to deal with all the distractions that were in the home. God, could you imagine growing up with something like that? That's
No.
just like such a heavy
The
burden
level of
and
chaos?
heavy cross to bear. I just don't think.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that she's definitely practicing self-care and making sure that she's the only one that she can depend on in this whole scenario.
I feel bad for this kid, man.
Right. I mean, you got to think about it. What happens to a young person psychologically?
Right.
I mean, right? You've seen this at Epic
Yeah.
when you were there, right?
not good.
To repeatedly being put into unsafe environments. And
Shame on the adults that do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any updates?
Is guilt more reliable than a moral compass?
I think with kids, people can guilt kids easy.
Yeah.
You can kids are easy to manipulate.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the internet and chat rooms, they can get the kids. Because
Right.
You can manipulate them.
Right.
That's like in Stranger Things. Like the season finale, Vecna he was like, well, children are easy to manipulate and take control of their mind, so that's why I went after children. Because
Oh.
children are usually easily manipulated.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
because they
and-
don't have a lot of exposure to worldly experiences like us old people.
Right. Well, I mean, but that's what life is about. It's about growing into those experiences,
Give her
right?
credit for keeping her foot down. No, I'm not. I'm not coming back.
Do we confuse the resilience versus the responsibility here? Like she's been
Not with
so
this 16-year-old kid.
she's been so resilient though for so long,
know.
and I think that the family, like the mom and the dad or the stepdad, really puts on that responsibility like unfairly, and it's just not right for them to.
Let her be a kid, man.
Right. It's
The
like
world is bad enough.
my other question to you is the nervous system smarter than our sense of obligation? Meaning, if your body says this is not safe, should that override your
Yeah.
family duty or whatever?
You always follow your gut instinct. My mom always tells me that. Well, what does your gut say? When we were younger, we'd make fun of her and we'd be like, what did your gut say, Mom? Now it's like, damn, what does my gut say?
I mean, I think that protecting a child should be the mom and the stepdad's priority.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. You're trying to put it off on a 16-year-old kid? Like, what's wrong with you?
Well,
two?
then what would you do with the stepbrother, the one with the anger issues?
I would call the police, the
Yeah.
sheriff, and be like, listen, I'm changing the locks on my house. take him into custody. He needs to go elsewhere. I
mean,
would kick him out.
There's definitely a point where staying is more dangerous than leaving.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, all these people are like, but that's your kid. Bleh. Okay, well, when you wake up, you don't wake up because you're dead because of your kid. Like,
I know, but I'm
stop
trying to
being
think.
the victim and do something about the situation.
I'm trying to think of like Italian culture, like you know, the family is the core. Like you never. But in this situation,
I will say, but I will tell you, if my sisters or I ever acted like that, we would get the wooden spoon to our ass. Like,
yeah,
no, that would not be tolerated in my parents' house.
love is proven by sacrifice for
Yeah,
sure.
but I
And-
also think like Italian families are just built different.
Yeah, you got to know your limits. I think that the 16-year-old has really grown up here and really knew her limit, which is like, I am not safe here. So, I mean, why do some parents lean on one child to stabilize the family? You ever think about
Because
that?
they can't do it. They don't have
Yeah.
the balls to do it.
Is that usually the older? Is that usually the older sibling?
Yeah, sometimes it can be the younger sibling, but usually it's the older one. But I think because parents this day and age are afraid to upset their children. Like they will not use the word no.
Right.
But so I think that's why sometimes they lean on the kids. Like you need to take care of yourself because then it like negates them of the responsibility of actually being a parent instead of a friend.
Right. So when do you know that helping your family is actually harming you?
I think that's a very gray area, very murky.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times when we think we're helping and it, you get burned and you get burned and you get burned, it's like, okay, well, I have to keep trying because I have to be the bigger person.
Right.
Screw that. If you try to help someone and it's just this vicious hamster wheel of that and the facts are in your face, there's no harm and there's no shame in being like, I'm freaking done.
But I also think that there
Done.
should be some sort of like the system is set up for this child to fail. Like they kind of should have stepped in, and you can see that this child is overwhelmed with everything that's going on.
But they're too selfish and too blindsided by the other's behavior.
What about CPS? Like they couldn't have given any kind of resource to this.
They can, but then again, it's like an alcoholic, for instance. You tell an alcoholic, don't drink, you need help. They're not going to go unless they need help. They could give the family all the resources they can unless there's a court order in place where you have to do X, Y, and Z or you slap with fines or jail time. You can give someone all the resources in the world, but if they choose not to use them, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. I
You
know.
know?
But society does owe children that are like raising themselves some sort of resource. And I know
Yeah.
that we have resources in our county, but we're talking about the entire world or the country right now.
Yeah.
Like how
mess.
there's so many kids that are just raising themselves. It reminds me of the movie Lean on Me. You ever see that one?
Oh, I love that movie.
Mr. Clark. There were so many kids in
That
that.
was at my mom's high school.
Okay.
Or
in
my
Jersey.
dad's high school in New Jersey.
Interesting because there were so many kids in that story that were literally they were raising themselves, obviously making really poor
He locked the
choices.
school up.
Yeah, it's really messy. I mean, would you ever tell a 16-year-old like what would you tell your 16-year-old self to do in this situation?
Leave go where you're safe.
You would?
But I'll tell you this, my parents would never put us in that position.
Yeah, mine wouldn't either. I don't think.
I don't understand. And that's just that new age parent I don't understand. So I
Think
put
about
all
how brave that must have been for that 16-year-old to say, "I'm not going back."
I
Like,
give credit to the kid, but shame on those parents.
Oh,
the mom
yeah.
and the stepdad, shame on you guys. And shame on the dad, the
Yeah.
stepdad, I'm just going to say it, realizing
just
your
seems-
kid is a punk ass
Right.
and dangerous, and you're doing nothing to
Right.
protect your family.
put him in a crate.
Shame on you.
Yep.
Put him in a crate. Yes.
Well, that's definitely. What are you guys saying in comments right now? This is definitely a heavy one, but I got to give a major shout out to that 16-year-old.
Are there any updates?
No updates. It's too new, Mel. It's a brand new one, so
Okay.
there's no updates on that. But is it possible that this is the bravest thing that this child could do? I agree with that absolutely.
I concur.
Yeah. So let's concur over at Panache.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
Did you know that I am the voice of the St. Augustine Little League?
I know. I love it.
I just finished all of my voiceover work over the weekend. It was literally like all these different teams, and it's just
Dude,
so
give a sample.
So adorable. Now batting for the Rays, Abilene Cromwell. Like, oh, they get so geeked up and so excited. So I love
It's so
that.
cute.
Yeah, it's
I
such a
love
fun
it.
thing.
Oh, so I went to Panache.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I got my vitamin C facial. Let me tell you, Mandy, the woman that did the esthetician,
Love
phenomenal.
Mandy. Love Mandy. Great.
Phenomenal. The experience was amazing. And
Yeah.
then I got some skincare.
Eminence.
Yeah.
What did you get?
She hooked me up with a new cleanser, and I'll tell you what, definitely feel a difference in a serum.
Is it the
and a
Stone
moisturizer.
Crop? Do you know if it said Stone
No,
Crop?
it starts, there's Bodini or something.
Oh, Begonia.
And-
Begonia. Yeah.
And something else.
I'm telling
It's
you,
an
I love that line.
exfoliating.
Eminence is definitely my.
You
it's
know
a-
what I like about the moisturizer too?
Mm.
Oh, and she taught me a trick. If you feel like the moisturizer's too thick, you can put a little drip of water in it, and it thins it out for daytime because your daytime moisturizer shouldn't be as thick as your nighttime.
That is true.
But I also got a serum.
Yeah.
I
Little
did.
bamboo
It was great.
serum.
And then I got some free samples of Aveda products because, well, the serum was free because I bought 2 products, but then I also got Aveda skincare samples too.
Very cool. Yeah, I love everything about Panache. They are definitely the go-to
I
gurus.
fell asleep too.
Oh, I love it. I know a little.
and I got to see Michelle.
Oh,
She was there.
very nice. I go
Yes.
Thursday, so I'm excited
Oh,
to see them.
yay.
All right, let's get into Is This News? Ooh, I love this first story. I'm already saying hashtag news for me. The pen strikes back. Old school is the new cool. Sharpen your pencils and emotionally prepare for your limp ass wrist. Because
Ew.
cursive handwriting is staging a dramatic return to the classroom.
Yes, news.
In an age where kids can edit video faster than most adults can open up a PDF, the governor of Pennsylvania has decided it's time to bring back the art of the swoop, the swirl, and completely illegible capital Q.
Oh my God.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro recently signed in legislation mandating the teaching of cursive handwriting in schools across the state. The bill, introduced by Dane Watrow, Representative Dane Watrow, supported by Senator Wayne Langerholick. If that was in cursive, I'd read that easier. Aims to reintegrate cursive into the curriculum to enhance students' cognitive development and preserve their connection into historical literacy. Somewhere right now, every third grader or teacher is whispering, loop the L,
Oh my God.
loop the
With that
L.
big, you remember the paper that had the big lines and you had to take it all the way to the top line through the dotted line and back down?
Your handwriting is basically your personality wearing sweatpants.
I will say you have the best handwriting of anyone I've ever met in my entire life.
I was trained
You have
pretty,
great penmanship.
pretty intensely on cursive handwriting. People actually pay me to write their thank you cards. There's a couple jewelry associates that go out, salesmen that go store to store, and every year they'll give me a laundry list of Christmas cards I got to write. So yeah, that's a little side hustle I do on the side. I'm not doing anymore, so please do not sign up. I'm done. I'm only having
My handwriting
I used to
sucks.
have like 7 clients, and now I'm down to 3. I'm like, we're definitely gonna face it.
now I'm
It's a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
left-handed, but my handwriting sucks. It's bad.
Did you go through cursive in school?
Yes, we had to do cursive, but I'm not. My handwriting's awful. My mom is probably going to tell you in the comments as well. But brain research shows writing by hand activates more areas of the brain than typing.
Oh.
It makes memories stick instead of sliding out like a butter noodle. That's why if they tell you you need to remember things, write it down. You'll remember it.
I mean, this was before text, before emails, and all of that. If you think about the Declaration of Independence, that's all written in cursive
Yeah.
handwriting.
So letters link together, which actually improves spelling and reading comprehension. There's also a practical side. Signatures still matter for legal documents. Voting, loans, marriage license, all the grown-up paperwork nobody warned you about.
Right.
So
I mean, I literally wrote something on a piece of paper for my niece to read, and she could not
No.
read my cursive handwriting, and it's very clear what it says to us, but like it's a whole like hidden art and hidden language to this new generation. I think this is really great because I think it also, like it says, it improves cognition. You have more connection to the words that you're using, and you know how to use them well. Otherwise, it's just something that you're just typing
So,
with no connection to.
if they're bringing back cursive, I hope they bring back like 5 and 6 speed cars, like the stick shift. They don't make them anymore.
I didn't.
I mean, I think with sports cars, you maybe like can get it modified. But I used to really love driving my 5-speed
oh yeah.
with the clutch and everything. I could still do it.
Just like you can still write in cursive.
Yeah, I still can. Well,
If cursive is back, are we also going to be bringing back passing notes in class? Because that was always my
oh my
jam.
God, I have a whole bin in my attic of notes.
Really?
I need to pull them out and read them, and they were folded. I cannot remember how to fold. Remember how you fold it like it was like a triangle?
Yeah.
I can't remember how to do it, but they're all folded like that.
I'll tell you, this is a big topic in St. Johns County School District because there are some teachers that still teach cursive and there's some that don't. But
They all should.
I definitely think they all should. I think this is news for me.
Or it's going to be like that guy that signed his driver's license. He drew a picture of a cat head. So every document he signed, since that became his legal signature, he had to draw a cat head.
Oh my God. Well, Barbara Jean is loving that, obviously.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like, really?
All right, this next story, waves of courage. Think about this. The Pacific Ocean.
Cold.
Cold water, yep. Boat suddenly decided that it will no longer wants to be a boat. Floating,
story is cool.
floating nearby a family of 6, including 4 children. Now, normally when a vessel capsizes, you expect flashing lights, sirens, dramatic Coast Guard entrances, but instead enter some surfers. Barefoot, wetsuit, wearing ocean warriors who literally just out there catching a vibe and instead caught a full-blown rescue mission. A small fishing boat flipped near Steamers Lane in Santa Cruz, and before panic fully clocked in, local surfers jumped into action alongside the fire department. One surfer spotted a child in the water yelling for help, which is the exact moment your casual beach day becomes an action movie. But even more impressive, everyone survived with only minor injuries. And let me repeat that for the people in the back. Minor injuries. Friends, this is not luck. This is humanity showing up fast. Also, can we talk about the emotional whiplash of paddling out for waves and then paddling back with children?
Yeah. Guys, these boys were 13 and 14-year-olds.
Amazing.
Like, and if you look up the interview, they're so cute. And when they were asked, like, what made you want to save these people? Like, we were just out there surfing and we saw a kid screaming, so we just paddled over to help them. And they used their surfboards. They like wedged their surfboards in to be able to save more. And then one of the little kids had on like Air Jordan sneakers, and one of the sneakers was floating by, so they took it. And while they're all on their surfboards, them down, they're like, "Bro, we found your sneaker!" Like, so cute.
I mean, I love that
They
story.
saved
I
the
love
family.
hearing that these youngsters really could have, ignored it or paddled away, and they jumped into the line of fire like that and really saved this family. That's incredible.
Can you imagine? Like, Jim has a thing called Dawn Patrol. It's where him and his buddies go surfing really early in the morning before work or anything. Can you imagine these kids? Like, why are you late to school again? I had to rescue a family with my surfboard. Like,
Do you think most people would jump in, or do you think they
No.
would freeze? I think
I
they would
think
try to
they'd
film it.
videotape it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I say news.
Have we underestimated how powerful community is? Especially when you hear stories like this. It's just like you really want to. Like back in the day, you really could rally with your neighbors, or you knew your neighbor would have
half
your
these
back.
people these days don't know any of their neighbors' names.
I know.
I mean, I'm guilty. I only know directly to the right and left of us, across the street, 1 and 2. I know the kid's name that lives in that house, 3, but I don't know the parent's name. But I'm friendly with them. They're very nice. They have a little dog named Ladybug. I know the dog's name, but not the parent's name.
Yeah.
But the rest of the block, I have no idea who
I
lives
mean,
down
you're
there.
the type of person that would risk your life to save strangers.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Yeah, I know.
Because I think some people are just built with that nature, like, if you can help, do, and they're not afraid to jump in and help. But I think now society has been afraid, like, no, I can't touch them. Nope, can't help you.
To the wire, to the limit. That's how it fits in my head right now.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
Oh my
say
gosh.
news.
I think that's absolutely news. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear Speedos.
Wetsuits. It's
All
Pacific
right. I'm
Ocean.
saying news for that too because I want to.
Yeah.
I want to lift up that age group because they're the next generation and
Oh, dear Jesus.
I know it's not easy and I think that what they did was definitely heroic and
Mm-hmm.
that should be news. Absolutely. All right. Next up. Oh, did you see this documentary?
Not yet. It came out on the 16th. I didn't watch it yet. Don't tell me.
Girl.
I can't wait, but I'm already mad at Tyra Banks for it because I saw a
She
snippet.
literally is canceled after
I
this.
saw a snippet
I
of
watched
it.
a whole thing.
When she got rid of, when she had to tell the other, they were fired. Like, I saw it. I've never been a Tyra Banks fan.
Hold
All
on,
right,
we're
go ahead,
talking
go
in
ahead.
circles because they have no idea what we're talking about. So, America's Next Top Models, the show that we're talking about
Yeah.
right now. There's a big documentary on Netflix.
Tyra and her 10 head.
The big documentary on Netflix right now that is basically dissecting the show itself and like the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, I mean, definitely some icy friendships have happened. So supermodel settle and emotionally prepare your cheekbones because today's story is serving nostalgia with a side of unresolved tension. Former Jay Manuel, the creative director from America's Next Top Model, is finally spilling the tea about where things stand between him and the runway empress herself, Tyra Banks.
Ugh, go smile somewhere else, girl.
This is not exactly giving brunch besties. Jay says they're not close anymore, and he still has respect for the history they built together. Translation, polite but distant. He described their relationship now as more of a chapter from an era rather than an active friendship, which, if we're being honest, is the emotional equivalent of waving across the airport without making eye contact. Now remember, these two helped shape one of the most iconic reality competitions in the early 2000s, where we learned how to smize, feared the panel eliminations, and suddenly believed wind machines were a personality trait. So when longtime creative partners drift apart, it hits a nostalgic nerve, because friendships ending quietly is somehow more haunting than how friendships exploding.
True.
So let me tell you, let's break down a little bit of the TLDR. So this show went on for 24 seasons. Jay was the original starter, also with Miss J, and Nigel Barker. The three of them were all part of this judging panel for 18 seasons. And they have been faithful. This was their job. They were doing this show. Then one day, Tyra calls them up and says the contract is not renewed for them.
She said it came from high up above her.
That's exactly what she said.
Even bosses have bosses. Shut up, girl.
That's exactly what she said.
You didn't want anyone else to...
That's exactly what she said in the documentary, was that it came from a higher up, Les Moonves, and that's the UPN, like, daddy from the god from the sky. Jeez. And you know what's really, really, really sad is Miss J, the effeminate judge that
the African-American one,
had a stroke.
I know.
And she never visited him.
No.
And so,
are you surprised?
Yeah, actually, I am surprised because was like Miss J taught Tyra how to walk down a runway. They have like longer history than before the show, and she just completely. He said on the show that a couple weeks ago she sent him flowers, and then the interviewer asked Miss J, "Are you ready to see Tyra?" And he goes, "Not just yet." And I thought that was a very powerful thing because they are still so hurt about this decision. And it's interesting in this documentary too, Mel, is because she had opportunities in which the parent company was saying no to her on a lot of things. And she fought back so many things and got her way for so many things. But she didn't really fight back for these three panelists who were just really removed overnight.
Tyra Banks, and I've seen several interviews of people that work with her. She's one of those people, she doesn't want people to be better than her. She wants to be the best in the room.
Not good. She's not a good egg. This documentary is definitely something to see. Absolutely.
And I'll tell you this much.
I think she's done. I think she is definitely out.
I'm not surprised she didn't go and see him.
She's teasing that they're going to bring back the show, and she goes, and you haven't seen nothing yet. Honey, I have no desire to see it.
That show is so toxic. They freaking, okay, well, you're going to get a makeover today, and they're redoing people's dental work and like reconstructing their face.
I'm really glad you brought that up. There was a young lady, Shantae, who
did they interview her?
Who had a gap in her tooth, and she said, no. The gap, like for me, like my jaw, I have an underbite, so I have always been asked if to change that. No, it's my signature look. Like she loved the gap in her tooth. She goes, no, and then Tyra goes, but you'll never be a cover girl with a gap in your tooth like that. And she goes, that's okay. I think it's beautiful. It's just who I am. And she had to make a decision. Do you want to be on the show? We'll fix the gap in your tooth. If not, you will be gone. And so the girl, Shantae, she calls her mom, and she's just like, you know what? You can come home if you are ready. If you don't want to change the gap in tooth, it's your choice. It's your decision. These kids are, again, like going back to the Red Report, these kids are like 16, 17 years old. And it's really hard for them to make these adult-sized decisions. And they're like, do you want this career or not because of a gap in your tooth? That's such bullshit to me. I literally look at the documentary. It's very, very good.
But I'll probably scream at my TV because I do not like Tyra Banks.
I definitely screamed multiple times. Very nasty, very self-thought. What is her new business now? It's hot ice cream. gross. Nobody wants that.
Stupid.
So stupid. It
Go
melts.
Smythes.
She's living in Australia now. Obviously, there's a reason
Well.
for that too. Yeah. So, all right. Do we sometimes hold on to friendships out of nostalgia rather than connection?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You feel like obligated.
Yeah. And I think, too, it took people a while to figure Tyra Banks out. But once you figure out how somebody is and they really only care about themselves and you've just kind of been like an afterthought all the years, it's kind of like,
So that's interesting.
Damn.
So your answer to that question right now, you were like, yeah, we hold on to the nostalgia more than the connection. Well,
Yeah.
that's essentially what Tyra was doing. She wasn't holding on to the nostalgia anymore. She just threw them to the wolves.
she don't care.
Yeah, she does not care. All
I
right.
guess.
Do you guys think that that's newsworthy? I do personally, because I followed that show. I used to idolize that show a lot. So
Now, yes, news.
Yeah, you're saying not news?
I'm saying news, man.
Okay. Well, now it's wine at Bin 39.
Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
All right, we're going to get through some of these Hey Girl, Hey horoscopes and 1979 horrible horoscopes today. We've got Aries up first.
Me.
Because we missed yesterday. I got to make sure we get Melanie's in here. Aries, let's see, momentum is chasing you. Move before doubt catches up. You need to try a power tailoring Balmain suit. Your fortune favors the bold. And I trust my fire to lead me forward. All right. Your 1979 horrible horoscope, Aries. We need to talk about your temper. I'm telling you the stars. Not privately, not gently, but publicly, because apparently that is where you prefer to have your emotional episodes.
I mean-
your breath is rank.
Oh, it's all that baby cake.
I know, and you're not passionate about anything. You are one inconvenience away from performing at WWF.
I would really do good at that, I think.
Every minor disruption does not require a full emotional press conference.
Oh, that was me driving to work yesterday.
The barista spells her name wrong, and suddenly she's narrating a documentary on disrespect and while innocent people clutch their pearls.
Yes.
Slow your ass down.
No.
You are moving through life like a sports car with no brakes. Impressive for about 6 seconds, and then deeply concerning when you crash and burn. Why are you reaching a level 10 to situations that barely deserve a 3? Stop getting mad at technology. Realize it's smarter than you, and the only thing you're mad about is not reading the instructions. Relax, Tiny War General. Let us address the pattern. You apologize later, but then everyone is still emotionally recovering from your blast radius.
I love this.
All right, the brutal truth is power is not proven through volume. Self-control is what people actually get intimidated by.
Oh.
Taurus!
Tiffany.
Taurus, you need to try the row. Understated wealth. Stability is your superpower, but growth is knocking. All right, Taurus, your 1979 horrible horoscope. Let us discuss your relationship with change, because calling it a preference is starting to feel dishonest. This is not caution. This is a lifestyle blockade. You will stay in unsatisfying situations for years simply because you already know the waitress and she remembers your order. Someone suggests a new restaurant and you suddenly are sweating like a Tijuana toilet tramp. Why are
That's
you
hilarious.
treating spontaneity like it's the government experiment? Relax. No one is asking you to join a disco cult. And another thing, to attach to objects, the same chair, the same route, the same thermos carried with emotional weight of a family heirloom in China. At this point, if that thermos could talk, it would beg for new scenery. Here's the truth you keep avoiding. You are not protecting your peace. You are protecting your routine. Peace expands you. Routine shrinks your world until it looks like a wood-paneled basement.
Oh my
Weird.
God. Wood paneled.
Gemini. Gemini, your voice opens doors. Choose your words like keys. Versace, Fearless Prince. Say what you mean, but mean it kindly. National Kindness Day. 1979 horrible horoscopes for Gemini. Respectfully, you're doing entirely too much.
Oh.
It's awkward and someone needs to tell you. Why are you trying to wear that? Really? Clown shoes are not in. And you are juggling more conversations than a late night radio host taking requests. Finish a thought, scatterbrain. Preferably the
geez.
one you started yesterday, because she is still waiting to get off the subject. Also, stop treating personal relationships like office memos. If you say, let's circle back to one more person, they may be circling directly out of your life. And darling, gossip is not exercise. Passing information from phone to phone like a neighborhood party line does not count as movement. Get a grip. Nothing that pops into your head needs to be broadcast like breaking news. Mystery would look really attractive on you.
This is hilarious.
Cancer. Cancer sensitivity is your strength. Wield it wisely. Feel deeply, but not. Don't drown there. My heart is both soft and sovereign. 1979 Horrible Horoscopes, Cancer. Let us stop pretending. You are not fine. You are achieving grievances like a librarian guarding the town records. Every slight carefully lifted, every tone analyzed, every eyebrow raised, preserved for future reference. Release them, because right now you are carrying more emotional baggage than a family boarding a cross-country trip in a station wagon.
Ew.
Also, how exactly is anyone supposed to know you're upset when your primary form of communication is dramatic sighing and reorganizing the kitchen?
That's hilarious.
Closed mouths do not get understood. They confuse everyone with your 10-foot radius.
That's true.
That is true. We'll do one more today. Leo. Leo, this is Jim. Your presence shifts rooms. Enter with intention. Jim, you need to try something from Valentino. Unapologetic drama. Own the light. Don't chase it today, boo. Your 1979 horrible horoscope for Leo. Sweet star. Let us begin with the revelation. Everything is not about you. I understand this may arrive as shocking news. If someone else is telling the story, resist the instinct to immediately produce a sequel with better lighting and a larger budget. Conversation is not a one-person show, and must compliments be gathered like autographs outside a Broadway premiere? Really? Relax. Admiration is already circulating. You do not need to chase it down the street. Also, not every room requires your grand entrance. Sometimes it's perfectly acceptable to just walk in like a civilian. Let's
true.
discuss this with a light applause. You're doing great, sweetie.
That is so true.
And that is your horrible horoscopes for today. All right, Sonnies, that's a wrap on this titillating Tuesday.
Ew.
We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
Oh, we survived.
that's right. What time are we back tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
And we've got Renee Day.
Oh, yeah,
Super
that's right.
excited for that. We're going to get into that conversation. Sonnies, hit that share button. We love you guys. See you later.
Bye, guys.